Ladies and gentlemen, when you watch or read about anything to do with the Democratic primary, you are reading a fantasy. You're reading either a fantasy novel or you're watching a theatrical performance. You're watching a play, a movie. This is not real. There's nothing real about it. It's a charade. It's a farce. And I will just read you this. Elizabeth Warren pulls ads in Nevada, South Carolina amid fundraising push. Now, Biden's campaign is done. There's not a person on the planet that truly feels Biden will be president. He will never be president of the United States of America. Okay? Elizabeth Warren was never viable. She was there simply to cut Bernie's movement into two. She was never, ever viable. When you look, ladies and gentlemen, at Joe Biden, he was never viable either. There's nothing inspiring about Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren. Okay? Now, when you look at, for example, you look at the Democratic primary, and you say, well, what about these pledged delegates? What's that all about? Well, the pledged delegates do not need to pledge their loyalty or allegiance to the winner of a certain state. That is why, although Bernie won New Hampshire, he got the same amount of delegates as Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete won Iowa through an app purchased by Clinton. Now, there was maybe some people say, well, how come HA said Clinton was running? I said that she would be running through the doors of the convention in Milwaukee. I don't care. I've always stated I do not care when Clinton runs. So don't tell me that I said that she was going to run at a certain time. I never called a state primary. I never called a specific date because I don't care. I don't care. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Say that 1,000 times. The only real, genuine, honest thing about the Democratic primary is that Hillary Clinton will be the nominee. Did you think that Biden's campaign would be done after New Hampshire? I told you it would. I said this is not about being able to predict things. This is not about, I accurately called the 2016 election. NPR quoted me and 538. 538 said it was their emphatic prediction that Trump wouldn't be GOP nominee. I wrote in the Huffington Post, The Hill, and other places that Hillary Clinton was unelectable and would lose swing states, and that's what happened. The NPR article's below in the pinned comment and the description of all my uploads. People were saying that Biden was the front runner. He was never the front runner. The only front runner is Hillary Clinton. Now his campaign is done. Joe Biden has stated he wants a Republican vice president. He told Iowa voters to go vote for somebody else. They did. He said that he would be a one-term president. He stated, he was losing money. What else? He said something else, too. I forgot. He was never really serious about running. Then you have the issues with Hunter. Then you had Biden's campaign was done in by impeachment, more so than Clinton. So Elizabeth Warren is done. Struggling Warren pulls back from South Carolina, even if you believe this nonsense. Even if you believe this nonsense, she doesn't have money for South Carolina. She barely has money for Nevada. And then you have Amy Klobuchar and Mayor Pete and Bernie. Let's get to Bernie. Why did he get the same amount of delegates as Mayor Pete? Because they don't need to. The people who, the pledged delegates in this thing can vote for Clinton tomorrow Even if she just says, I'm thinking of running, they can say, well, we're going to hold off until Clinton. They're all going to give their delegates to Clinton. That's why she doesn't need to run at this moment. She doesn't need to run until a day before the convention. Whether she runs a month or 2 months or 3 months before the convention or tomorrow is irrelevant. It is not relevant. It's completely irrelevant. You're not talking about a meritocracy. And we've seen just with Iowa, I mean, like, how many times do Democrats have to astound people with their overt corruption? Yeah. The game, the game is, it's too late in the game. Well, who runs the game? Who created the game? Bernie Sanders did not create the game. He was cheated. Mayor Pete does not have national name recognition. And he also has issues in South Bend, Indiana. Amy Klobuchar, if she sat next to you tomorrow at dinner, you wouldn't know who she was. Amy Klobuchar has zero name recognition. Pete Buttigieg has more name recognition simply because of his name. It's hard to pronounce. The top 3 people are Amy Klobuchar, Pete Buttigieg, and Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, they cheated in Iowa, and he doesn't even have as many delegates as Mayor Pete. Then if you look, Tom Steyer, Bloomberg, Deval Patrick, they're running. They're in the Democratic primary. They're going to take votes away from Biden in South Carolina. Biden's campaign is done. He's not going to win South Carolina. Who's going to vote? What? Tell me a state that Biden's going to win, please. Tell me how Biden has any momentum. Who is inspired by Biden? I told you that nobody's wearing the No Malarkey shirt. I'm the only person on YouTube who's ever worn a No Malarkey shirt. And that was just satire. So, I mean, this is not, you're not watching a meritocracy. You're not watching a political party trying to find the best candidate. You're watching a machine justify itself. This is not rocket science, and it's not difficult to understand. They've spent 3 years saying that Russia stole the election from them. 3 years. Now you have media kind of trying to pull away from the Clintons, trying to here and there. This is a very interesting article. It's kind of hilarious, too. It's in the Wall Street Journal, and this is how you know Hillary Clinton's going to be nominee. Wall Street Journal opinion: Hillary Clinton without the snark and baggage. Klobuchar is solid, stable, intelligent, informed, and capable. Exactly what the Democrats need. No. The only person who can save the Democratic Party right now from a complete landslide victory is Hillary Clinton. That seems counterintuitive, but it's not. Because I've been a lifelong Democrat and I understand how they think. The only person with a built-in base of millions upon millions of people is Clinton. Klobuchar does not. Klobuchar is the best in their view. They dream of the anti-Trump. So Klobuchar is the anti-Trump. So the guy, I am Amy Klobuchar and I'm here to defeat Trump. Just fall asleep. There's nothing inspiring about Amy Klobuchar. There's a lot inspiring about Bernie Sanders, but he was cheated, said nothing about it, and he's still being cheated, saying nothing about it. So you can't really talk about a revolution if you don't want to actually fight and from a political sense. If you can't tell the world that you're being cheated by a political party, then you can't really run this revolutionary paradigm of thought. But you have Elizabeth Warren running out of money. Biden was running out of money even before the whole thing started. Now you have Amy Klobuchar, but Amy Klobuchar doesn't stand for anything. Nobody can say what she actually stands for. At least Pete Buttigieg can say that he is a carbon copy of President Obama. Mayor Pete is a carbon copy of President Obama. I've listened to him speak. I've listened to his speeches. It's the same thing, but Democrats are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Their whole shtick, their whole thing is they cannot stand Trump's personality. But it's Trump's personality that people love. People don't necessarily like everything about Trump's personality, but what they do admire is that he fights. What they do admire is that he says what he believes, and he does what he believes. He does what he does what he says he's going to do. He says he's going to make the economy great again. The economy is great. He says he wants to pull back from interventions. He slowly did that. He's slowly doing that. The one time he did that, where he withdrew Americans, you're abandoning. It's like, okay, all of the doomsday scenarios didn't happen. It was President Obama and Biden and Clinton who presided over the destruction of a country in Libya, where people are being bought and sold now. So, this foreign policy is infinitely better than President Obama's foreign policy, and this economy is better too. But here, let's read this. Hillary Clinton without the snark and baggage. Klobuchar is solid, is stolid, stable, intelligent, informed, and capable. Why would you assume Americans want somebody who was the antithesis of Trump's personality? What they're trying to say is, it's Trump's personality. Okay. Move over, AOC. Here comes AJK. AJK, Amy Jean Klobuchar is going to be on the Democratic ticket in November. I know, either at the top or as the nominee for vice president, maybe vice president. But you think that Hillary Clinton is going to allow Amy Klobuchar? Do you think that she's going to allow Amy? If she didn't allow Bernie Sanders, if she called Tulsi Gabbard a Russian operative, what do you think's going to happen to Amy Klobuchar? You're talking about a semi-truck and a Prius going at full speed at one another. Who do you think's going to win? So, Elizabeth Warren, with the far-left heavy views and fuzzy bio, will continue to sputter. The money well will dry, and she'll fade to black. That opens a lane for Miss Klobuchar that she didn't have before, and her opponents can't find. Even with their modest differing policy views. That's what I said. So even with their modestly differing policy views, I'm suspecting Miss Warren is not going to endorse one of the boys. Look, they're all going to endorse Clinton. They're pledged delegates. If you read 538, 538 is a great publication. Their predictions aren't always on point, but it's a great publication. 538 explains that there is no, if you're a pledged delegate, you do not need to vote for the person. You do not need to vote for the person that wins an actual state. So, but most important, central casting. This is hilarious. But most important, central casting sent AJK at the right time. She should have played the lead in Madam Secretary or The West Wing. The stolid, stable, reassuring, sensible woman with values, right out of a prairie home companion. She appears to look the part for straightening things out. Why? I like things the way they are. Most Americans, if you look today, Brian Levy, Trump wins how many states in November? Oh, gosh, I don't know. But it'll be good. He won 30 states. He'll probably win more than 30. I'm not sure. I don't know. Brian Levy, thank you. This is hilarious, too. When you look, you say Gallup, the Gallup poll. This is why, and I like the Wall Street Journal, but this is why they don't like media and DC. They're so out of touch with the average American. More in the U.S. say they are better off than in past elections. So you know how this is 61% say they are better off than 3 years ago. No more than 50% have said this in past election cycles. This is astounding. This is amazing. He's broken a record just regarding consumer confidence. Oh, I mean, that's another That's another Gallup poll. But just in terms of being better off, that's what you want in a presidency. Are you better off than President Obama? President Obama's last year was 2016. Are you better off? Are you better off than the last year of President Obama? 61% of Americans say yes. So why would they vote for Amy Klobuchar? Because she's not like Trump? The average American is not offended by Trump's personality. It's only the average Democrat. But that's it. That's it. The average American is not offended by Trump's personality. Okay? And, Americans say they feel like this is the best economy since the late 90s. Washington Post. And then they have the U.S. economy under Trump looks similar to the last few years under Obama. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. President Obama didn't have record highs in the stock market combined with record lows in unemployment. No. I love how the Washington Post just has to. They have to just mitigate. So there is no record high optimism on personal finance in U.S. This is Gallup. Record high optimism on personal finances in U.S. 59% in U.S. say they are now better off financially in the last year. 74% say they will be better off financially in a year. So, and then strong partisan divide in optimism, of course. But most Americans, the vast majority, 74% say they'll be better off financially in a year. So 60% of Americans say they're better off than they were under President Obama. That's what they mean when they say, well, better in the last 3 years. 3 years ago, you had President Obama's administration. The last year of President Obama's administration. It's like, the interesting thing is, like, Trump's personality makes Democrats and media, like, they're obsessed. They're obsessed. So Amy Klobuchar looks good, but at the end of the day, they're going to need somebody. They're going to need somebody who can stand up to Trump. Now, none of them can, not even Clinton, but Clinton can come close. Amy Klobuchar, Biden, Warren, Bloomberg, especially Bloomberg, and Clinton even, but Clinton would do the best in terms of a debate with Trump. It would be hilarious, and it would be, 2016 all over again, which is what it's going to be. But the one thing that President Trump can't do in a debate, even though he would defeat Clinton, they would say Clinton won, but they would say she was able to push back against Trump's Sparky! But aren't you tired of winning, H.A.? Yes, Sparky. The winning, oh my God, it's just starting. Sparky, thank you. Thank you, Sparky. Sanderford! I find Trump's brutal openness refreshing. The media still don't realize they no longer control the narrative. Exactly. And, the interesting thing is that media is pretending. Rob M. Clinton 2020 BC, not 2020 AD. Rob M. Thank you. Sanderford. It's really interesting because the only person who could somewhat, I don't say the word stand up, but the only person who could come close to, handling Trump's, his personality is Clinton, because she also has a bold personality. Like Trump is he's a fighter. Clinton's a fighter too. She's actually committed crimes, though. Trump has not. We know he hasn't because the articles of impeachment, the articles of shampeachment, didn't list a crime. So that's how we know. That's how we know. But I just think that this is hilarious. So I want to keep reading this article. Hillary Clinton without the snark and baggage. Well, why wouldn't you? If you wanted Hillary Clinton, the Wall Street Journal here is almost saying, you know what, Clinton should run. Which, by the way, she's been saying since the past year, every week or so. She says, "Oh, you know, I can defeat Trump." Da, da, da. You haven't heard anything for a little while, just because she wants to be. You basically heard of Clinton with the app that cheated Bernie Sanders from the victory. The app that gave Pete Buttigieg more delegates and the win in Iowa. But here, Klobuchar showed her stuff during last week's New Hampshire debate when, among all the cowering panderers, she alone raised her hand when asked, "Is anyone else on the stage concerned about having a Democratic Socialist on the top of the ticket?" Which one of those other scattering mice did we surmise would poke Vladimir Putin in the eye when he's naughty? What? Is there any wonder she shot up to third place in the Granite State? See, that also doesn't make any sense. New Hampshire is supposed to be like the place where the most left-leaning candidate. So none of this makes sense. But here, as the primaries proceed, AJK, that doesn't even roll off the tongue. AOC does, but AJK will continue to contrast with this crowd. She'll have no problem succeeding in her mission to warn the party that a socialist against Donald Trump will be like George McGovern against Richard Nixon. And this Buttigieg kid won't last very long when the long-distance run shows him to be not Mayor Pete, but Meager Pete, the sort Texans call all hat and no cattle. Mr. Buttigieg is a classic, young, cleverling, a glib and facile tongue who seems authoritative on everything because he excelled at Oxford and surpassed when challenged at Speaker's Corner in London's Hyde Park. Wow. This is actually a wonderfully written article. Howard Dean was similarly impressive for a while. Howard Dean was never impressive, ever. There's never been a moment where Howard Dean was impressive. We'll see how Joe Biden does in South Carolina. If he survives, we can't touch him. We can't count him out, given his name recognition. See, Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. None of this. Okay, there is not one viable person running. Not one viable person. Snarky! Reminder, Trump doesn't really need many primary voters, so vote for Tulsi in primary instead and break it off in the military-industrial complex. Sparky, thank you. Yeah, you know, if you're Republican, vote for Tulsi Gabbard, absolutely. I think that Tanya, you're right. Bloomberg has a great deal of money, but I think that the fact that D.C. is mostly Democrat influenced, the established Democratic establishment in Washington, D.C. influenced Virginia greatly also. But Sparky, thank you. But AJK is Hillary Clinton without the snark or baggage, intelligent, informed, and capable. How do you know that she's that capable? What has she accomplished that you can actually point to and say, wow, this is amazing? What bill has she sponsored that you can say, okay, you know, she really cares about America? I don't know. I don't know much about Amy Klobuchar. I don't think anyone does. So just because she's different from Trump in terms of her personality, that makes her capable. Trump is presiding over record low unemployment, record highs in the stock market, 5 million people lifted out of poverty, 6 million jobs created. And when you look, more people say they're better off than in past elections. 61% of people say they're better off than the last year they had with President Obama. So why on earth do Democrats need Klobuchar? Rhonda, Iowa girl! I am embarrassed to say I'm from Iowa. I caucused for Democrats just to spy. What a mess it was. Sorry, from Iowa. No, Rhonda, Iowa girl. Don't ever be embarrassed. It's not about Iowa. It's about the Democratic Party. We all knew it. If you watch this channel, and I think the day before you were saying the same thing, Democrats were ready. The one thing they couldn't do, Rhonda, Iowa girl, and everyone here, and this has nothing to do with Iowa. This is just Democrats. They could not let Bernie Sanders win the first primary. They could not. Because then his movement, which is now a giant bowel movement, would have grown way too strong. They could never, ever, 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 ever have let Bernie win Iowa. The fix was in from day one. I said, they're getting ready to cheat him. And they cheated him in New Hampshire, too. So, no, it has nothing to do with Iowa, Rhonda. It's just the Democratic Party. They did it on purpose. See, all of this stuff, this is hilarious. Democrats don't want to win. They don't care about Trump. They haven't tried to remove the AUMF from Trump. They haven't tried to remove any military authority, maybe recently, but throughout his presidency, they haven't. They don't care. The economy is good. They're making a lot of money from Trump also. Do you know how much money media makes from Trump? They love him. They care about money. They don't care about the country. They don't care about... These are people who are basically public relations executives. They're public relations executives. They're making millions. Do you think that these people in Washington, let's just assume that Medicare for All was feasible. Do you think they would say, you know what, I'm going to not make $1 million to $2 million, or I'm going to not make $500,000 as a smart Democratic strategist. And I'm just going to, because Medicare for All, that'll be, the whole thing, it'll revamp government to the point where, for whatever reason, I'll just make a whole lot less money. And a Green New Deal legislation, and I'm not going to take any money from these interests, and the candidates won't. And we, instead of big venues where we sell out or where we have these speaking tours and whatever, we'll just take a pay cut. Amy Klobuchar, nobody knows who she is, but we're going to, we're going to actually give our salary to make sure that people have the name recognition, that she knows, where people know who Amy Klobuchar is. No! They're building this to be Clinton versus Trump again. This is Ali Frazier. This is Celtics Lakers. This is Yankees Red Sox. This is, every single epic confrontation all over again. Why would they lose money? They don't even have a value system. Democrats have no value system. Their foreign policy is dominated by the same people who pushed for Bush's interventions, Bill Kristol and Max Boot. And then they say, well, climate change, and President Obama's tenure, largest expansion of domestic oil and gas production. Then you have Clinton on Ellen, on The View, on Howard Stern, and they treat her like beyond royalty. They treat her like, like they revere Madam Secretary beyond belief. So, Sparky! In many states, there's no party registration. Okay, that's right. So I agree with Sparky. Vote for Tulsi Gabbard if you can. But this is interesting. So you have for those of us with long political histories, Amy Klobuchar fits the mold of another up-and-coming national figure of decades ago. Senator Edmund Muskie of Maine was Humphrey's running mate in 1968, and despite the tumult of the convention and campaign, Muskie emerged as a contemplative, thoughtful campaigner who represented the better angels of America. You know what? Trump represents the better angels of America. I'd much rather have President Trump than President Obama or Bush. I'd much rather have Trump signing the First Step Act than Clinton pushing for mass incarceration. Much rather have Trump removing Americans from a hot spot than President Obama destroying Libya. I'd much rather have Trump with mean tweets compared to President Obama drinking Flint water and saying that poisonous water is actually safe. Okay? So, I'd much rather have Trump. Oh my God, he's so much better. His personality is better too. His personality is better, a lot better. Sparky! I'm a huge pro wrestling. It's a huge pro. Yeah. Sparky. John Black. Madam Cyberhack on a jetpack at the Democratic Convention. Why aren't I 50 points ahead? HJ calls it. Thank you so very much, John Black. Thank you. Thank you, John. Yes. Hello. Clearly clever. Hello. John Black, yes, thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Oh my God. And listen, the media is going to turn on a dime. Did you imagine Biden would be not viable anymore? Okay, I told you this 3 years ago. Okay, did you imagine Warren basically is done? I told you this 3 years ago. Okay, you imagine Klobuchar, suddenly coming up. I told you, I foreshadowed this. I said something's going to happen. Who knows? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Klobuchar is up. This is fantastic. Klobuchar. Nah, she's not going to. You think Hillary Clinton's going to work for Amy Klobuchar? Yes. In what universe? In what parallel universe? In what alternate reality that exists? In what quantum physics scenario where Hillary Clinton campaigns for Amy Klobuchar? I want to know how this happens ever. Ever. I want to know how Hillary Clinton campaigns for Bernie Sanders. Please tell me that. I want to know. I want to know how Hillary Clinton campaigns for Bernie Sanders. Because Bernie's now the front runner, really. How is he going to be the front runner? How on earth is he going to be the front runner? How on earth is he going to be the front runner if they cheated him and he gets less delegates? How on earth does that even happen? This is a political machine. It's not that I'm like this brilliant genius when it happens, although you can say that you could say that if you want, it's fine. It's that Democrats don't care about winning. That's what's going on here. They don't care about... This is not a meritocracy. Sparky! Jimmy Dore exposed Butch's Zuckerberg connection. I have to check that out. Sparky. I like Jimmy Dore a lot. He is one of the few people on the left that I still really, really like a lot. Thank you. Stormcrow Forever. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Stormcrow Forever. Yeah. Clinton is not going to... Did anyone see this coming? Did anyone see this coming? Did anyone say that Biden would be irrelevant? I was telling you Biden's done. Look, they don't want to believe. See, to get to my level of thinking, now I'm going to sound like some kind of like, to get to my level of thinking, you have to think so low of the Democratic Party that you actually start respecting their treachery to a certain extent. At a certain point in a relationship with somebody, let's say you're looking at a relationship between two people, and your friend complains, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, my wife, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And it's not just 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The same complaints. At the end of the day, it's not about the person it's not about your friend complaining anymore. It's about your friend being the issue. It's not the person that he or she is complaining about. It's why are you still there? So it's not about Bernie being cheated now. It's that why hasn't Bernie explained to the world he's being cheated? Oh, maybe he's a part of it. This whole thing is not, there's no meritocracy here. This is a charade. To believe that everything is a charade would be to see them for who they are. And media cannot do that. Media can't do that. Democrats certainly can't do that, because then their political party becomes extinct instantly. They framed Trump because their corruption was out in the open. They said that Russia wanted people to read the DNC emails. Rhonda, Iowa girl! They blame it on us. We were perfectly organized within 2 hours. It was the DNC. We had results they wouldn't call because Biden wasn't viable in my precinct. They were lying. It was Bernie Pete here. Yep. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Yep. Sparky. Facebook labeling my anti-Pete press as fake. Facebook is all over the place. Rhonda, Iowa girl, that's right. And the way they could the way they got out of it, the DNC, was, well, we'll just wait 2 days to tabulate scores. They literally just waited 2 days. And in that time period, Mayor Pete got his wonderful Iowa moment. The whole point of Iowa is like winning the Super Bowl and saying, I'm going to Disneyland. The whole point of the Iowa Democratic is to say, look, we've shocked the world, Iowa. We've done this, and thank you to my supporters. Thank you. I love you. This is amazing. Iowa, I love you, Mayor Pete 2020. And that's what happened. And then Bernie was like, by the way, I have my internal data that says that we did pretty well. So, ipso facto, maybe I won. No? He already claimed victory. What am I to do now? Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you for telling us about that. Thank you for telling us about that. Greatly appreciated, Rhonda. Yeah, they're so overt with their treachery, it's unbelievable. They're so overt. Trump hit a personal best job approval at 49%, according to Gallup. You know, they're completely, like, if you have a choice between cancer research, like giving $100 to cancer research, or giving $100 to Biden's campaign. I mean, what's wrong with that type of person? I could give $100 to homeless shelters, cancer research, even if you want to save the whales, fine, save the whales. $100. Or I can go to No Malarkey. Let's just see. I want to go. You know what? No, I want to give some money. I'm going to give some money right now. Okay, no. That's it. That's it. Where's Biden's? Where's Joe Biden? I want to give a lot of money because I think he's going to win. Okay, where's Joe Biden? Joe Biden's Joe Biden for president. Oh, what a great photo. We need your help to elect Biden. We need your help to fund our campaign. Ship in to keep the momentum going. $5, $10, $25, $50, $100. No. I want to just, oh my God. You know what? I'm just going to click and then hold on. Oh my God. They want your email address, your first name, last name, your everything, your physical address, your phone number. They want your phone number. You want to give Biden your phone number? Hi. Just wanted to thank you so much. Pretend I'm giving you a big, giant bear hug and just all over. Are you currently employed? What? What does that have to do? He's asking people if they're currently employed. Joe Biden. Paid for by Central Intelligence. They want everything about you. Maybe a DNA sample. Maybe that's Warren's campaign. Oh my God, this is so hilarious. Oh, they have a picture of him from 2008, so. Hey, you can actually choose $500. Sparky! Since they're fake, I encourage you when polls are cited. Exactly. Ron, the Iowa girl, thank you. Sparky, thank you. Exactly. I do too. Our best days still lie ahead. Oh my God. This is like the slogan for Life Alert. Our best days still lie ahead. That's what it says. Life Alert. No, it's Biden's presidential campaign. Our best days are still ahead. Our best days still lie ahead. Join the team. Oh my God, the store. Oh, with the Noble Archie shirt. Cup of Joe. Oh my God. We choose unity over division. There's a shirt that says we choose unity over division. Oh my God, that's the best. Eugene. Whistly, yes. Eugene. That's a great name too. Eugene. Thank you, Eugene. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated, Eugene. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eugene. Revco! Dems falling apart while impeachment 2.0 is warning. Oh, it's just going to be better for everybody. They should impeach Trump like 10 times. Why not? Just impeach him. His spray tan was too orange. Impeach! You think they would learn at some point, but why stop them when they're helping Trump? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Eugene! Revco! I agree with you, Revco. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Oh my God. We choose unity. Clinton, please just run. Save us from this. Hillary, I love you. I love you. Please. Please run. I'm tired of this charade. I don't want to buy a unity. We choose unity. Unity. We choose unity over division. Please. Philippe Reigns. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get Hillary to run. Please. I'm voting Trump. But please, just run. You know what? Say you're thinking of running next month. Just do something like that. Well, she's already done that. But do something like that. I have to watch the We Choose Unity. Unity. Oh my God, this is so funny. Oh my God, this is so funny. We choose unity over division. $30. This is the most plain shirt. It's just a white shirt. We choose unity over division. Yeah, because you basically saying you didn't like what Bernie Sanders did. That's why you cheated him in 2016. Got it. We choose science over fiction. I'm not getting into that. Oh, no. There is nothing beyond our capacity? What does that even mean? What kind of shirt? What is there? What are they even saying? There is nothing beyond our capacity. Biden 22. Does anyone know what that means? What does that even mean? How's Tulsi's been treating us so wrong? Sparky, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that. We choose... I have to tell you, the apparel is fantastic here. Biden, president. Oh, my God. There's the Cup of Joe mug. It's actually a nice mug to drink coffee with. What does this say? Release your tax returns or shut up. The IRS has Trumps. What do they even want? These people are like, oh my God. Oh, I'm going to get the we choose truth over lies. And then right after, I'm going to put Clinton used servers for convenience and for yoga. Oh my God. This is like really like if Jonestown, if that guy at Jonestown had an apparel shop, it would be Biden's. The collection. All collections. Oh my God, it's Biden's aviator glasses? No. Oh, no, there's just... Where's gear? Yard signs. Oh my God. Only one yard sign? Now you know that it's the... Drinkware. No Biden shot glasses? Stickers. Joe will beat him like a drum. Text drum to... It says text drum to... Oh, this is the best. Oh, my God. This is so awesome. Oh, my God. This is really hilarious. Paul Short, good morning. Good morning in England. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you for watching in England. Thank you. We want Joe. Oh my God, this is so funny. So yeah, I want an embroidered patch for my biker gang, so I can put it on my jacket. There's no products here. Why is there an embroidered patch section, but there are no products? Why would you do this, Biden? Oh, that's right, because you're not really running, because Clinton's going to be nominee anyway. I wanted an embroidered Biden 2020 patch. There are no products listed under this category. Who did your website? By the way, I'm redoing my website, but who did your website? He's listing gear. It's embroidered patches. I wanted to buy one. And that's total Biden. Total Biden. Total Biden. Oh, my God. I want to see Amy Klobuchar's website. That should be fun. Sparky! What if Biden forgot he's a placeholder for HRC? You're lying two-faced pony show. Jan Care. Good morning from Mickelson. Good morning from Norway. Hello. We love your Mitch. Thank you so much, Jan Care Mickelson. I greatly appreciate that. Love your Mitch. Which of the other candidates could want to nudge their delegates towards Bernie? None. The reason is because they can't stand Bernie Sanders. That's why Joe Biden has... They're cheating him right now. That's why Joe Biden has... we choose unity shirts. Unity! Everything is... The underlying theme is, we don't want to repeat what happened in 2016, do we? We don't want to repeat that, do we? That's why I'm going to Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar. No, they're cheating Bernie. Jan, thank you so very much. Thank you, Jan. Thank you from Norway. They're cheating Bernie. They're all going to give their delegates to Madam Secretary Hillary, because the whole thing is the pledged delegates, they don't need to actually go to anyone who wins a state. For example, Bernie Sanders won New Hampshire, but he got the same number of delegates as Mayor Pete. Bernie Sanders won Iowa in terms of the popular vote, but he got less delegates than Mayor Pete. So the delegates are pledged, not legally bound, they can do what they want. So it's a complete and utter charade. The whole thing's a charade. Now let's see. Jen, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for watching. In Norway, thank you. To my viewers in other countries, thank you so very much for watching. I'm going to try to return the favor by Amy Klobuchar, 2020, Amy for America. I'm so tired of Trump's belligerent orangeness. I need some down-home eating salad with a comb, which is what... Okay, Amy for America. This is a fantastic website. Join the campaign. Add your name. Email, first name, last name, postal code. Paid for by Amy for America. Where's her presidential campaign? Oh, my God. Oh, this is great. Natural canvas tote bag. She can win for all of us. Oh, that's so nice. I feel better already. She can win for all of us. Yes! That's their line. She can win for all of us. Oh my God, this is the best I've never heard anything better than this. This is the best. She can win for all of us. Win big. She has a hoodie that says win big. I don't know if that's Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar, the senator next door, a memoir from the heartland. Oh, that inspired me to go to the bathroom. This isn't flyover country. This is home. All right. She can win for all of us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ice scraper? Amy for America, ice scraper with mitt. Tea towel? There's no product listed under this. Okay. The same web designer made Amy's thing that they made Biden. This is hilarious. What is wrong with this? Why do you say you're selling something and there's no tea towel? I wanted an embroidered patch right here, Biden 2020. It's not going to happen. I wanted my Amy for America tea towel. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Why? Well, they said that they would sell it to you, but they don't have it on their website. It's fine. Hats, Team Amy. Amy America hat. You could wear this and they'd be like, well, what's that about? It looks like it was like a middle school. Somebody running for middle school president. Oh, this is the best. Amy for America ice scraper with mitt. That actually is. Amy for America socks. There are no products listed under this category. No products again listed under this category again. There are no products listed under this category again. I wanted my Amy for America socks, but I'm not going to get them because there's no product listed under this category. What a fantastic website. Run to Iowa, girl. Amy couldn't win Iowa. She lives 80 miles away. That's right. Amy Klobuchar. Oh, my God. Run to Iowa, girl. Yes. Also, interestingly enough, her website is not working well. So this is goods. Okay. The senator next door. Mugs. Amy for America. Buttons. She can win for all of us. You mean even the socialists and the anarchists who despise you? Yeah. Yeah. Stickers, Amy for America. I'm not going I'm not going to go for things just because they sound good on a bumper sticker. Bumper sticker. What? Wow. Quantity. Yeah, this is I want 100 of these. She has a sticker, a bumper sticker that says, I'm not going to go for things just because they sound good on a bumper sticker. Okay. Okay. The Amy for America sign is green. I guess that's her color. Crewneck. Yes. Grit. Strength of mind, courage, or fearlessness. Fortitude. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get that. How you doing? Like my Amy for America grit shirt? What's your sign? Hats. Team Amy. Tees. Equality. Okay. Equality for all. Amy for America. All right. So I've annoyed everyone with all of this. I appreciate it. Rhonda, Iowa girl. If I send you a Hawkeye hat, will you wear it? Rhonda, you are wonderful. But I'm an SC Trojan. So I love the Trojans, but you are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you just for the thought. Vinman, thank you for watching. I'm going to be president of Ukraine. Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you so very much. You're awesome. This is so great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Just for the record, Joe Biden and Amy Klobuchar have websites where they say they're selling things, but actually that's not true. So they're not selling certain things that even if you want them, you're not going to get them. So Trojan Man, that's right. I am Siler. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This has been a fantastic live stream. Thank you so very much. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right this second. Thanks so much, everyone. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Every single day there's going to be something. So I'll see you tomorrow. Eric H526, Luke St. Martin, thank you. Thanks, everybody.